Hey everybody, and welcome back. Uh, this is going to be a very long stream. I just kind of wanted to put something out to show y'all kind of what I'm doing and where I'm at with my game development. So that's what this is. I want to try to live stream it as much as possible and show y'all as I go, and also that way, if there's anybody who has any suggestions or recommendations or anything like that, or anything I'm doing wrong, please feel free to jump in and let me know. I don't have the greatest internet connection. I wanted to do this before in my other videos that I have posted on the channel, but since then I've made a lot of upgrades and I've done a little bit of quite a bit of a change in direction here. So I wanted to kind of show y'all a little bit about where I'm at and what I'm doing. I'm using Unity and Blender to put this together. In the older videos, I was using Krita or GIMP, and just creating 2D art and using tile sets and things like that you would normally do for a 2D game or a side scroller. But as I started doing that, I started realizing that I wanted more out of my game than just a 2D side scroller using 2D sprites and Photoshop. Now Photoshop will still be, I'll probably still use Photoshop for a lot of things. But for the main part of this, will be using Unity and Blender for creating the 3D assets that I will be putting into the game. One of them being, what you see here on the screen now, the platform and the ground that the character will walk on. So in my older videos, that's the way I was going. So that's why I titled this one Day One, because I'm really kind of just starting over. I still don't have the best internet connection right now, but it is, better than it was. And so I'm able to do these live streams now a little bit better. So this is where I'm at here. This is, you can see I've put a little bit out here already for you to see kind of where I'm at. The platforms are, again, made in Blender. I have it right here. You can see I just made this platform, put it together here in Blender, and textured it. Did everything I needed to do to it to make it look decent. I didn't model it myself. I used some modifiers. I'll have to get the list of the modifiers that I used. I am still learning and very new to this, so to remember all the modifiers that I used and things like that, I'm not too sure what they were. But I can definitely leave that in the description after this video. I can even do you one better than that. I can even share the link to the YouTube tutorial that I watched to make this shape. Just kind of so you kind of see where I'm going and how I'm learning. I'm going to close Blender here because, again, it's running multiple things on my device is not very ideal. So this is the start of the scene. I have it's a very small scene put together right now. I did have something a lot more larger than this, but after making a few changes, it was apparent that some things that were not working properly. Some steps that I was missing in Blender and exporting into Unity, some settings were not right. Applying all transform and scale and resetting the positions of everything. I had a whole lot put out here, but once I realized I didn't do that in Blender, and then when I did do it, yeah, it kind of messed a lot of things up. So I took everything out and started from scratch here, from just starting these two platforms. I had these lights out here already. I've got them, just down to this one right now. What this is going to be is this scene that we're going to be in, this level is going to be lava. So the light is reflecting the light from the lava up onto the platforms, and that's what that is going to be for. So this is my process, and again, I don't know if this is the way it should be done, but it's the way that I'm finding it, and it's working for me for now. So I'm just going to kind of get started into this. So basically all I'm doing is just building the level right now, the ground floor. Anything that the player is going to walk on, stand on, jump on, move or push, anything that's going to be, he's going to be colliding with in the game. I'm laying it out. I probably should draw this out somewhere on a whiteboard or something and just kind of see where it goes. But I don't. Again, I don't have the equipment or the setup for something like that. So, so let me know before we get started. Let me know if there's any issues with the stream, with the sound, any of that. Again, it is a work in process. All the stuff I've had, it's not top of the line stuff. The camera, all this, the mic, it's not all the kit between the mic and the camera and the lights that I have are probably altogether around $300. So it's not all that great, but it works. So if there's any issues with it, please let me know in the chat and let me know if there's anything wrong. And if you want to continue watching this and you want to see, I will start posting more regularly now. What I'm doing, some of it will be live. I'll try to put some things together of other elements that I'm working on in between, but I want to try to live stream this process here as much as I can. So this is what I've got. And so really all I'm doing is I'm looking at it at a 2D view here. And you can see here I've got my camera set up to be more of a 2.5D. It's more at an angle. It's not, I guess not really, the camera's not at an angle, because I haven't rotated the camera. I guess I could try to look at that and see what that does, and that kind of rotates it. But I want the camera or I guess all the want to select that camera. Maybe I can bring these up like that. Maybe network. Yeah, I think that works. Rotate the camera instead of just moving it up and down. So this is ultimately going to be the view of the game. Of course, the camera will follow the player as you go, so this is not a real good representation of that, but so all I'm doing is I'm looking at it like this. You know, it's just easier to place things and line them up right. And then I'm just taking like this here, you know, just the stone path. You know, this here is the stone path. This is for again, this is more the for the platform. So if I wanted to add another platform, I'll just duplicate that and paste it out here, and we'll just move it where I want it. Or actually, we're going to move this up. Sure, it's where, and then if I want to add another part of the ground, again, I'll just duplicate this, bring it over. And if I want to make that longer, just duplicate it again and move it down until it doesn't look weird. Maybe something like that. And maybe that looks a lot more, so you can't even tell it's really two pieces. And even if you looked at it like this, you can't really tell. So that's my process here. So that's what I'm doing. And this is where I'm at. And like I said, I will put something together. I'm gonna remake that this stone path, the materials and the textures and everything, and all the modifiers that I used on it in Blender. I'm gonna put a video together. It's not gonna be probably live, but I'm gonna put it together and show you how I made these assets. And then again, you know, this here it's just this here. I just took it and sized it down. All of these pieces here these here again, you know, they're just the same piece, they're just scaled down to smaller pieces. Now I can probably the thing is with this here, it has the hang on a second. All right, it's starting to storm here, so so when I brought it into from Blender, gotta find it here. What I got? I don't want this dump. So the path here, the stone path, you can't edit it or change it. Now I can make it a new material, put the materials in that and be able to change it, which I might do just kind of help make this look a little better. As you can see, they're a little, when you crunch them down, they're not exactly where they should be. So I'll end up fixing that, making it look better. This here, what I'm doing right now is really just the prototype for, I will be putting together a Kickstarter campaign, and this will be what this is. This is not a final version of anything. This is just a demo and a prototype to put on Kickstarter, and hopefully get funded to be able to actually get the equipment and everything that I need that's necessary to make this, really bring this alive. Okay. Sorry, I got OBS running on a separate computer so I can monitor a little bit away from me. I don't have a very big desk. So here we go. So this is what we're doing. I'm using this guy. I downloaded him off of the Unity Asset Store. Put a collider on him just to have reference to and see how he interacts with everything. Of course, that'll be a little bit later. But I use him as reference for size of how far things are going to be from where he's at. I can look at it. Is that too far of a jump? Is that too far down? I would think that something would probably get hurt if he went that far down. So maybe we will. And I want to try to make this part here like the same height across as much as I can. So what we'll do is we'll build some steps. Actually, let's this here. Now, this is kind of like a ruined area, so I'm not looking to make the placement exact. The more random it looks, the better. Not looking too bad. But I do want to, want to get rid of some of that, make it more random. Again, if the video quality or anything starts messing up, I apologize. We are getting some pretty bad storms right now. So that's affecting out a little bit. Yeah. Now maybe what I can do is take this. Look like one piece instead of multiple. I don't mind that. If we okay. I was hoping my stream wouldn't go bad on me, but it looks like it might be because of the storm. Okay, so there we go. We got some steps, and that kind of brings all that together a little bit. And we can make this wider. Not really going to notice that as you're playing. Okay. Again, I do apologize for the quality. I am working on it, trying to get it better. The problem is where I moved at here, no internet providers come out here. So I had to. Any of y'all might have heard of the T-Mobile home internet service. We just got that about 2 weeks ago. And so far, it seems to be doing pretty good. Not exactly the best, but it will work. It will work. Okay, so this is really what I'm doing, and then my characters bring him about over here. Move our camera down. I like to see the camera as I go. Again, this is not well planned out. All right. So now I feel like, this, I don't know if I need this long or not of a pathway here, but let's I need a wall. I need to make a wall to put back behind this, or even, just a background, something back there, but we'll just go on with it for now. Might even do something like this. We'll rotate it 90 degrees. Maybe right there. Kind of looks like it has a base to it. Like that. Yeah, that way it doesn't look like it's just hanging off in the air. How that looks in game. Yeah. So now I want to, and this too was also made in Blender. This stump here, it's a separate thing all by itself, made in Blender. And I'll probably make several more different assets like that using this this texture as much as I can. I think I had a there it is. We had a table that was made in Blender. Do that there. This table was made using in Blender as well. And it's going to be kind of a decoration. It's not going to be much. But we'll bring that in another point. So let's continue. The lava again is I got it on the ground here. You can see. This is the lava, and it's just kind of going to sit there. I need to make it lighter, a lot brighter, but it's animated. So if you hit play, you can see it's moving. Need to fix some of these parts here, but I have a distraction. Again, this is going to be a short video. I just kind of wanted to give y'all something. I've been telling you that I was going to post something about my progress and what I'm doing, and I haven't really had a chance to do that. So that's really what this is about. I also do have colliders on it. Mesh colliders that help it for the character to walk on. Okay. So I think now here at this point, I think we need to add something that's kind of a grab this here, move it up. Now again, the camera's going to be following the character, so I think we need to have some kind of a space there that you kind of go under. We might make this a little bit kind of like a wall. And again, we're going to kind of randomize it. Then we will. What if we can use the well, that's actually not too bad. Kind of gives it a rough look. But I don't know. I don't think I like that. I want it to be able to, so when the he comes over here and he starts going up, you won't be able to see higher than this. That way you can't really see it as you go up. It'll just look like it continues to go up. Okay. I want it to be offset from here, so that way we can let's see. They're gonna be our platform. That down there. We'll duplicate that. Bring it over. Again, it's going to be a 2D side scroller platform.